Hi, we're back. Thanks for staying with us. I'm in studio now with Ray Smith. He's the CEO of Trycera Financial, TRYF's the symbol. Ray, good to see you again.
Great to be here.
You know, Ray, we've been watching your company now for about 3 weeks. Tell us again what you do.
We help people with their financial needs, personal financial needs. We help people with their credit, budgeting, their finances. And the main thing that we're focusing on right now is helping them get credit for the payments that they make every month, such as their rent, their health insurance, their cell phone bills. They make those payments every month, but they don't get credit. It doesn't show up on their credit report. And so we've patented this process where we take the data, put it in a scorable format, and we put it into a document that looks like a credit report so lenders can utilize that. And by law, all lenders are required to consider this data when consumers come in for a loan.
Well, that's really remarkable. Now, you've done something else remarkable. You've actually brought a special guest to join us on the program on the phone from Washington, D.C. Want to introduce him to us, please?
I do. He's our president of Credit Services Division, and his name is Michael Nathans, and he's the expert in this alternative credit industry. He started it. It's been his passion, and I'm fortunate enough to have him as an executive on our company, and I wanted him to explain to your listeners, not only do consumers need to be educated, but so do politicians and bank executives and what have you. And I wanted him to explain the progress that he's been making in Washington, D.C.
Hey, Michael, welcome to the program.
Hey, Donnie. Good to be here.
Well, I'm glad to have you here. Now, tell us about what you're doing with Trycera.
Well, as the president of Credit Services, my job is to make sure that consumers, as well as banks, and particularly the federal regulators and lawmakers that oversee the consumer protection laws, understand what ECOA Reg B is all about, because there are such strong economic implications in this law for both consumers and the economy in general. The problem is no one knows about this law. It's 8 years old. It's part of the Consumer Credit Protection Act of 1968, which is 43 years old. But it's so buried. It's been called the best kept secret in financial services, bar none. You've never heard of it. I'm sure none of your listeners have ever heard about it. And frankly, the lawmakers on the Hill who passed the law, they forgot about it. And the law is so long and this is so buried that it's just been overlooked for about 8 years until I uncovered it and started, bringing it to the public's attention. But the fact that this law exists and no one knows about it, and it's so beneficial for consumers and, frankly, for financial institutions, that the federal regulator for all credit unions in the U.S., the National Credit Union Administration, or NCUA, they wrote a legal opinion late last year describing the law and stating that when a consumer walks into a creditor like a federal credit union and requests that the credit union consider their bill payment history, which may be stuffed in a shoebox and is, just 8 years worth of rent payments and electric payments and cable and, the paper format that it takes when it's not reported to a credit bureau by a creditor. The NCUA's legal opinion says the credit union must consider that information under ECOA Reg B.
Well, Michael, that is just remarkable. Thanks so much for that information. Ray, I have to say, having someone of his pedigree and knowledge must be really beneficial for the company.
It is, and we're just pleased to have him, and we look forward to giving you more updates in the weeks to come.
Again, Trycera Financial, TRYF. Ray, thanks so much.
Thanks, Donnie.